Hey everybody, Lance the Pants here, and welcome back to more Pokemon SoulSilver, and welcome to Union Cave. This is really, well, the first cave we're going in this LP, but it's not the first cave you can go to. I brought this up in another episode, or previous one actually. But you can actually go into Dark Cave, and we'll go there later on, but for now I don't really see much of a point in going there, because we can't really do much there, so yeah, story of my life. But, talking about Union Cave, I wanted to bring up this cave actually has two exits. One of these will take you closer to Azalea Town, which is the one we're taking, and the other will lead you to the Ruins of Alph. Well, like I said, we're gonna go to Ruins of Alph later, so I don't really see a point. Also, I'm gonna spoil something really quickly, because I am gonna try and show this off, but I have a feeling I'm going to forget. So, just in case I forget, we'll do it then. We'll do it now. But, if you return to this cave and explore it later on a Friday after being the 4th gym leader in this game, you can actually find a Lapras here. Lapras is an amazing Pokemon. It's dual water ice type. So if you need a really good water type by that point in the game, which you have to have the Surf HM, I should state that, I really recommend catching a Lapras. I used one in my LP Fire Red. Loved it. It's such a good water type. I literally cannot recommend Lapras enough if you want one. It's so good. But like I said, you have to come on a Friday, and we also learned Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is a great move, so if a Pokemon doesn't hit Mareep and the static doesn't, if Pokemon hits Mareep and it doesn't get static somehow, I can just throw Thunder Wave on it. That's really good because if you're battling like a legendary Pokemon, or you're battling just a gym leader, you can just throw Thunder Waves constantly on it, and with Thunder Wave it'll paralyze it, and it has it where it can't attack very often with that, or it has a very good chance it won't attack with being paralyzed. So yeah, very good move, I think. I always try to throw if an electric type Pokemon I have on my team can learn Thunder Wave, which most can, I will always give it a Thunder Wave. It just makes catching legendaries so much easier is the main thing. And Gen 2 has, well, the Johto games specifically, have quite a few legendaries, and they're very annoying, and we'll get to them when we get to them, but yeah, we'll get to those. Hello, darkness, my old friend, but I don't know. Union Cave is a really short cave, though. We will actually not be in here for that long, so yeah. And Onyx is using Harden. The giant rock snake that kind of looks like a penis is using Harden. It's very ironic, I know. I kind of like the cave theme in these games. I don't really remember the cave theme in Fire Red and Leaf Green. I remember, the Victory Road themes. I never remember, many of the cave themes, but, the Johto games, I remember, because it's the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like that. I apologize for that really awful singing, but still. And Geodude here is a rock ground type. I like Geodude. It's just a rock with arms. It's not a really great design, but Geodude's cool. They're also really annoying to fight. More so their evolution, because they can learn Explosion or Self-Destruct, where they literally just kill themselves and do a lot of damage to you and really risk killing you. What suck about those are, I brought up earlier Happiness Evolutions, I believe in Part 2, maybe in Part 1, with the Day and Night cycle. And with Happiness Evolutions, if your Pokemon dies, it loses Happiness points. And it's very common that you run into a Geodude or a Graveler, because they're very common in these games, and they'll explode and ruin your stupid happiness points, and it takes longer to get happiness points, and it angers me greatly. I remember playing through Platinum, and I'm trying to think of what the Pokemon was. Actually, I remember now. I literally just sat there and thought, and it immediately came to my mind. My Milotic has to get... No, my Milotic's beauty points. Or is it happiness points? It's one or the other. Either way, I don't know why. I just remember having a really hard time trying to get a Milotic. And because I would go into the Mount Coronet and train, trying to get to evolve, it took forever. And I hate Feebas. Feebas can eat a dick. It's the legit worst. Milotic is so good, but Feebas is awful. Mostly because of the explosions. Gen 4, I really like it, but I have so many memories with it, it's not even funny. And that includes these games and Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It's actually funny, I was thinking this earlier about, like... So, I brought up last episode, like, the introduction of, like, Steel and Dark types. And I was thinking about, like, how Pokemon games really do reuse the same kind of, like, types every generation. So, like, most generations you're gonna get, like, a Grass-type gym leader, a Rock-type, a Water-type gym, you know. And I was thinking, I was like, it's still funny to me that it took until Generation 8 for them to actually introduce a Dark-type gym, which is kind of sad. Especially because you would think, we're gonna do a quick spoiler, and I won't say when we're gonna do it, but we're gonna fight a Steel-type gym leader eventually. So I don't know why they never made a Dark-type gym leader for this game. The thing I assume is because there weren't a lot of Dark types they could work off of, possibly. But even then, you can still make other Pokemon Dark-type, even if it doesn't make sense, you know. They make so many fire-fighting types. Emboar is fire-fighting, when it should have been fire-dark, so, yeah. Also, the Poke Freaks always weirded me out, or whatever. Are they Poke fans, Poke Freaks? I think they're Poke Freaks. They're so strange to me. They've always been strange to me. And we got Awakening. Basically, it'll just wake you up if you fall asleep. Those are very helpful items, and if you get Awakenings, I really recommend saving them for later. We're also just going to hump this tree here. Because that's what you do. If you want to get an apricorn out of a tree, you just hump it. I mean, it tends to work. If you ever, like, go into the jungle and you want a banana from a tree, just go up and hump it. It's what monkeys do. Kind of works. We miss you, Harambe. And I know you're probably wondering, Lance, why are you leaving this in? Well, Mareepa's about to evolve. Already, I know. It's really because I did a lot of the training off-screen. But yes, our dear Mareep, our precious Mareep, our baby sheep, is finally going to evolve. I know we've had it for one episode, but man, has it really been one long, great episode. They really do grow up so fast. And congrats, everyone, I guess. I don't know why I said congrats. Our Mareep is now a Flaffy. And with Flaffy, it definitely trades in the yellow and goes with pink. I mean, real men do wear pink, even though our Flaffy is a girl, but still. I guess we'll do... Well, this guy's here going to give us our debut battle with Flaffy. I really like Flaffy. I like Mareep, but I also really like Flaffy. Flaffy's really cute. If I could have any electric-type Pokemon, I'd probably go with Flaffy. Because Flaffy's just so cute. I love Pikachu, but Pikachu's also overrated. Don't get me wrong, the Mareep line is also very overrated. A lot of people playing through these games definitely use this line, and there's a good reason for it. They're very, very good. But, it's one of those things like, I can't be mad at people for using these things, because they are that good. And I know it's probably boring. I am using, you know, Cyndaquil and, well, Koala, technically, in the Flaffy line, because it's what everybody does, but it's because I do like these lines so much, and I feel weird playing these games. Like, if I want to make a dream team for these games, I'm gonna try and use the team I like the most, because I want to show them off. I do eventually want to do a later generation, like, maybe Gen 4, well, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, whenever I decide to do that, where I use Pokemon I've never used before, which that will be kind of difficult because with the starters, I've used all of them before, but, like, use Pokemon that I usually never use. So I want to try and do that for 1 LP, because I think it'd be really interesting, but we'll see. I know I'm doing a lot of rambling, I haven't really brought a whole up about the game, but we're kind of waiting at the moment before we get to Azalea Town, so yeah. this guy's gonna throw out a Machop. So, I haven't brought this up yet. Machop is a fighting type. I'm sure you know because it's one of the Kanto ones. Everybody knows the Kanto Pokemon. If you can somehow get a Machop early in the game, and I'm gonna spoil this for a later part, I highly recommend getting one. One, because Machop, actually, its evolutions are really good. But it will really come in handy for a later boss fight. We won't be getting to that boss fight for a few episodes, but you actually probably do know what I'm talking about. And I hate that fight. I am planning ahead for that. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do, but I'm thinking ahead. And Hiker Anthony's gone. I feel like his name gets recycled. I feel like a lot of Pokemon NPCs get recycled, and I feel like Hiker Anthony is always brought back. I don't know why. Like, it's always Youngster Joey, because he loves shorts. I get that. Youngster Joey's cool. But Hiker Anthony also always comes back a lot. Also, I remember, every time I see that rain, I think of Kyogre, because of Gen 3. Because he just, every time Kyogre pops up, it's raining. But yeah. That guy just said Giovanni. That's not good. And he thudded him! How do you do that? Man, you literally hit bold text and increase the font. That's literally, that's no good. But, yeah, those guys probably look familiar. They brought up Giovanni, if you played Fire Red and Leaf Green, or just Gen 1, or you know anything about Pokemon, really. You know Giovanni is the leader of Team Rocket. So, yeah. Also, welcome to Azalea Town. This guy's talking about Kurt. He went to the Slowpoke well. So, clearly Kurt's in trouble. You know, we try to be pretty decent citizens. We're gonna try and help him out. But before then, I want to bring up Azalea Town. So, Azalea Town in Gen 2 is known as where people and Pokemon live in happy harmony. In Gen 4, it's just called living happily with Pokemon. But they're not in harmony. I mean, you know, those guys there, that guy got thudded. That's not happy and harmony. Well, kind of happy. They're living happy with Pokemon, moving up with themselves. But it's not harmony. Kurt's gone to go stop them. So that's not harmony, you know. I don't know. But, going into what Azalea Town is based off of, it is based off of Minabe Village in Japan. And Minabe Village is famous for its high-quality apricots and charcoal. Speaking of which, this guy here, and here they have like Farfetch'd. And if you come back here at a later point in the game, they will give you a charcoal, which is the item that boosts fire attacks. So, yeah. But yeah, the guy who actually makes your charcoal is currently out cutting trees, and we can't talk to him for a little bit. But if you come to this house right here, you can get a white apricorn. I am going to talk about in the next episode about apricorns, more so, because... Well, no, Kurt hasn't left it. I'm sorry, Kurt's here. I am spoiling things for this 10-year-old game that is a remake of a 20-year-old game. But yeah, he mentioned that those bad guys are cutting off Slowpoke tails, because Slowpoke tails can go for a lot of money. I'm pretty sure the guy who just offered us $1 billion, or $1 million, whatever, wanted to sell us a Slowpoke tail, if I remember correctly. I really like this part of the game. I don't know why. I just always remember this part growing up playing through it, because I was like, oh my god, it's Team Rocket, and spoilers. Yeah, it's Team Rocket, but... They're cutting off Slowpoke tails, which is very sad, you know? The poor Slowpoke. Like, I know Slowpoke are kind of dumb, but they're really cute. Poor Kurt. Slammed down on his back, but is clearly standing up in his sprite. But I do like the Slowpoke well. And it's our first Team Rocket grunt. I hope you like this battle theme, because you're going to hear it a gajillion times throughout the game. So, Team Rocket grunts mainly rely on using Rattata and Poison types. We'll get into more of these later on. We're going to fight a lot of Team Rocket. Let me just spoil this here. We fought a lot of them in Gen 1, and they're back, but this time in Pog form. Poggers. But yeah, I like Team Rocket, and I really like that they've come back for Gen 2. I think it's really cool, and it makes it, kind of, I won't go fully into spoilers for things. I know this game's old, most people know what, like, happens in it, but for those who don't, I do like that they come back, because it's continuity, and I like that when this game was made originally, this game was going to be called Pokemon 2. I think actually maybe just what the code name was for it, which is Pokemon 2. Maybe it's been Pokemon 2 Gold and Silver, I'm not sure. But, It's really cool, so it is continuity. And I remember when they eventually announced Ruby and Sapphire, I thought, are they going to bring Team Rocket back again? Which they don't. And I'm glad for that, admittedly, but still. One thing I wish they would have done, which I know they're not Fire Red and Leaf Green, and these games are technically sequels to Fire Red and Leaf Green. I will explain this much later on, but, still, I like that, but I wish, like, with Yellow, you fight Jesse and James, or Jesse and James made a cameo in SoulSilver and SoulSilver and Alpha Sapphire, SoulSilver and Heart Gold. Been really cool, but unfortunately they don't do that, which I understand why, but it would have been neat. I like when they do those little references. I think it's really cool, and I like it in Let's Go Pikachu, you fight Jesse and James. It's really neat. Which that game's more of a remake of Yellow. Which makes me wonder, eventually when they make a Let's Go Johto, or Let's Go Mareep, Let's Go Meryl, or something, if they're going to make it more like Crystal. The only thing I worry about, if they make a Let's Go Johto, is No, I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna stop myself there because it's a really big spoiler, but I wonder if they're going to do the thing that everyone really likes that happens at the end of this game. I'll put it that way. If that's what they'll do. Probably will, but still. I would be game for a Let's Go Johto. I am not the biggest, like... Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are okay, but, like... They're definitely just, like, mind-numbing games, I find. Like, it's just kind of one of those things, like, I played once, and maybe one day I'll do, like, a stream playthrough of, but it's something, like, I have no interest of replaying. Like, if you're asking me, like, a Pokemon game I want to replay, I'm gonna say these games, obviously. And, the Black and White games a lot, too, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, honestly, with Team Rocket, I don't have a lot to say. I like Team Rocket. Their battle theme's really good, but you hear it a gajillion times. But, yeah. We're just kind of using Flaffy and Thunder Shocking them to death. Oh, a Zubat! Yay! I like Zubat. Zubat, actually, in Gen 2 got a new evolution. It's like the happiness evolution, like I keep bringing up. So, normally Zubat evolves into, Grobat? No? What's his name? I'm having a brain fart. Oh my god, I forgot the name already. But it evolves... Golbat. There you go. I'm sorry. I'm really dumb and I'm tired. And Golbat will evolve into Crobat. Crobat's a happiness evolution. Crobat is really good. So, I felt bad for Zubat. Well, the Zubat line in general, because you run into so many Zubats, you're like, man, these things cannot be that good. And that's not true. The Zubat line is very good, because you can get Crobat, which is really fast and learns a lot of good poison attacks. Crobat's great. That guy's name is Proton! It's Proton John! The Proton is a boss. He's one of the Team Rocket executives. I don't think this guy actually has a name in the originals. I think he's a new, like, he just gets his own new character in the remakes, which I like. It's really cool. But Proton here is using a level 8 Zubat, Poison Flying type, obviously, and it has Leech Life and Supersonic. That Supersonic, like he just used there, is really annoying because it can confuse you, and confusion's really, really annoying. We thankfully got lucky and hit him with a tackle. I think I'm going to switch out. I'm hoping I do, because if not, this battle's going to go on longer, but yeah. Flaffy's great, I'm telling you guys. Evolved from Mareep to Flaffy, and Flaffy's killing it now. Okay, yeah, I am going to switch out, thank God. And he is going to send out... Come on, Proton John. You know, you're really slow uploading Superman 64, but you can upload your Pokemon. There we go. Coughing, level 12 with Poison Gas, Smog, Tackle, and Smokescreen. Not a bad Coughing, honestly. That Poison Gas is a pretty good move, and it has Smog, which is good. And Smokescreen can lower your accuracy, like you just used there. I also have that move. I can use it as well, you know, but... Coughing's not bad. I like the Coughing line, but... Honestly, like, the Gen 1, like, Poison types are underrated. Like, I brought up Zubat, but Zubat is good. I do eventually would like to use a Zubat in another LP if I ever do one. Maybe no, not Gen 3, because I already know if I do Gen 3 with the Pokemon I'm going to use. But Gen 4, possibly. That could be one I could use. I don't really... I just said I'm not going to use ones I usually use, but still. The Zubat's very underrated, but yeah. And Team Rocket ran off for now. They left these poor tailless Slowpoke. Also, Curtis's back is automatically better now. So you waited until this 10-year-old boy goes and fights this evil gangster team, and then your back's better. I think you just wanted me to do it yourself, or do it myself, you jerk. And it gave us a fastball. So, this guy's I brought up, well, he's bringing up here, and we have Apricorns, and we can turn them into Pokeballs. Definitely do this, because there are Apricorns all over the Johto region. And if you can get these, you can get more Pokeballs, as I brought up. And this little girl here will give us Kurt's number. Unfortunately, this is not Kurt Angle. It's unfortunately true. It's damn true. But, you can get different types of Apricorns. And I'm going to go over the Apricorns in the next episode, like what types you can get for them. But I highly, highly, highly recommend you do these, because it will come in handy for the later game when you have to catch a lot of legendaries and stuff. And it's just more Pokeballs. It's more to have, I guess. But this has been a very eventful part. We fought Team Rocket, went through Union Cave, and on the next part, it's also going to be very eventful, as we're going to be tackling the next gym leader of the Azalea town. So, join me next time as we get our next gym badge. See you guys.